released by Paul Simon in July 1980, topped out at number 6 in the Billboard charts. The drummer, Steve Gadd, my personal favorite, such a great player. If you don't know who Steve Gadd is, Google Steve Gadd. His last name is spelled G-A-D-D. Check out his discography. And what discography means is the albums that he's played on and the artists he's played with. He plays many different styles, and he does all of them very, very well. A lot of people consider Steve Gadd to be one of the best, if not the best drummer ever. So check out Steve Gadd. So the song, the pattern that Steve uses in the song is called the Mozambique, more specifically a New York Mozambique, and I heard it was originated by the pianist Eddie Palmieri. So the pattern that he uses is this. I'll put the sticking down in the description below. I saw Steve Gadd do this on a YouTube video where he was giving a clinic years ago. But that's really what he does. Now notice the first note I play together. There's variations of the Mozambique, but I think that's a good place to start. I'm a lefty, so I would lead with my left hand, but if you're right-handed, you would do the same thing, just starting with your right hand. In the song, he plays on the rim with his dominant hand, on the floor tom or anywhere you want, but I'd say the floor tom would be a good place to start. In his non-dominant hand, he plays on the toms. And you can experiment, and I want to encourage you to experiment and come up with different patterns. What I did, the way I like to play it, is I turn the snare off, and I use the snare drum as a tom-tom. So this is how I play the pattern. You can also do this with your non-dominant hand. Or this. But again, experiment with it and come up with your own pattern or something that makes you comfortable and sounds good to you. The feet. What are the feet doing? They're providing the pulse, the bass drum and the hi-hat playing at the same time. I think the song is in 2-2, meaning 2 half notes per measure. 1, 2, 1, 2. So if you put it together, I think what Steve did on the recording was he played the bass drum and the hi-hat kind of like a samba pattern. But when I've seen him on YouTube play it live with Paul Simon, he just does the basic pulse. So I would stick with that. Whenever I play the song live, I just do the basic pulse of 1, 2, 1, 2. So now in the song, there are a few fills. Again, I would encourage you to listen to what he's doing, but also come up with your own that fit within the style of what he's doing. He plays a certain type of fill in the recording, but again, when he plays live, I've seen, he changes the fills a little. So I'll play a few fills of what he does in the recording just to show you what he's doing. So here's the first one. I think this is from the intro, going from the intro into the verse. Another fill that's in the verse, he's playing 16th notes. Another one. And so on. So again, listen to what he's doing, but maybe come up with your own. He also plays on the bell. There's a horn section that he goes to the bell, and then there's a drum solo. He's basically keeping time, but there's a drum solo where he goes to the bell as well. And then during the verses, he's playing back on the rim. And then at the end of the song fades, there's a guitar solo, he goes back to the bell. So again, I would learn the pattern, learn the correct sticking, start slow, add the feet, gradually work your way up in speed until you get to the tempo of the song. And how will you know the tempo of the song? You'll have listened to the song a lot. So have fun with it, and I hope this helps. Take care.